everyone, my name is Marie. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So for today's video, I'm building a small little home in the world of Evergreen Harbor. Lately, I've been feeling very inspired to do a lot of like modern eco lifestyle inspired builds. So yeah, I am back with another one. And yeah, I'm building this one in Evergreen Harbor on a small 20 by 15 lot. So naturally it turned out to be a very small house. However, the funny thing is, in my opinion, it looks a lot smaller from the outside than it actually turned out to be on the inside. Like, it's surprisingly spacious on the inside, which is what I really like about it. And I was having a little bit of fun with platforms for this build as well, as you can see, and it's just a very modern, nice little house. I did work with a reference picture for the facade of the house, but literally only for the facade. So the back of the house and the sides, I made that up myself. I was playing around with some glass inserts for a little awning over the back porch. The little glass tiles from Island Living, I tried to use those. I got rid of them in the end. It didn't really look that good, and it wasn't really the vibe, so I got rid of those. But yeah, for the little drawing of the house that I found on Pinterest, the thing that I really liked about it was that it had 3 small square windows in the front, like 3 square windows next to each other on the second floor of the house. And I really liked that. I just thought that that was so cute. So that's what I copied from that picture. And then for the rest, I kind of just made it up myself. The rest of like the window situation and the floor plan and stuff. And so yeah, it turned out to be a 2-bedroom house. However, I only furnished one of those rooms to be an actual bedroom. The other one I turned into an office because I was imagining a young couple living in this house. So when I was building this house for the longest time, I wasn't sure who to furnish it for. I wasn't sure what kind of storyline I wanted to go with, what types of Sims, what types of personalities. I just wasn't sure up until I started furnishing the second floor because, you know, like the exterior and the downstairs area, you can just kind of furnish it without having a very specific storyline in mind. It doesn't really matter. You can just kind of keep it generic. When it came to the bedrooms, I just really needed something to go off of. Like I needed to know what types of Sims I needed to furnish these bedrooms for and how many bedrooms I needed to furnish, if I really needed 2 bedrooms or if I could do something else with the second bedroom, for example, which is what I ended up doing. So I was just, before I started furnishing the second floor, I was just, you know, taking a look at the house, taking a look at the way I furnished it, what it ended up looking like on the ground floor, and then I just really let that inspire me for the rest, like for the storyline, for the Sims I think could live here. So what I came up with is I was thinking 2 younger Sims, 2 young adults, a couple. In my mind, they are a boy and a girl, or like a man and a woman, basically. It doesn't really matter gender-wise, it could be anyone, but that's just kind of what I was envisioning in my mind. And so I was thinking a young couple, they are very ambitious, they are very career driven. I was thinking that this could be their second home. So maybe they used to live together in a little apartment in Evergreen Harbor or in San Myshuno, and then they eventually were able to buy this house or buy this lot and then have this house built, something like that. So yeah, I was definitely thinking that they are very career driven. They are a young couple fresh out of college. Well, fresh, I mean a few years out of college, but I was definitely thinking that they immediately got started on their careers. They are very, like I already said, they are very career driven. So when they got out of college, they immediately landed their, like, basically their dream jobs that they really love doing. So I was thinking one of the Sims could be, a lawyer. I was thinking that the woman, she's a lawyer. She works for a very successful law firm, and yeah, she's very successful. And then her partner, he does something more tech related, maybe like some sort of data analyst, something like that. I don't really know how to explain it, but I was just thinking something a little bit more tech related. So he works for like a big company. I don't know, like something like Netflix or something is what I had in mind, like a big company, or maybe even Google, something like that. He works for a company like that, something tech related. So they're both very ambitious. They love their jobs. And that's basically all they have been doing ever since they got out of college. So they have been saving up a lot of money. They're very professional. They were just able to save up a lot of money quite fast, which made it so that they could move out of their probably smaller apartment pretty fast. And they were able to afford a house like this, which is really, really nice. But I feel like at this point, they are kind of not so sure what they want to do. Like they're kind of stuck. Obviously, their relationship, I was thinking their relationship is fine. They have a very solid relationship and they love each other very much, but they have been so career driven that at this point, they just don't know how happy they are exactly. They have been working, even though they're so young, they have been working very hard already, and they haven't really ever taken a break or anything. They didn't really take the time to, I don't know, travel or figure out what is most important to them in life. They just, all they have ever known is studying and then working after that. So it makes them happy. But at this point, they are kind of just like, you know, what do we want to do? Do we want to start a family? Do we want kids? I was thinking that maybe the woman, she actually kind of really wants to become a mom, and she didn't really know that at first. Like she wasn't really aware of that. She used to always think that maybe she did not want to have kids. She just wanted to really focus on her career and be very career driven. And she wasn't really sure if she really wanted a family. But now at this point, she's like, you know what, maybe I do want a family, but maybe she's a little bit scared to kind of talk about that with her boyfriend or with her partner. I was thinking that maybe they found each other in the sense that they are both very career driven. They really want to dedicate their lives to their careers, and because it makes them happy, essentially. Maybe that's how they kind of connected and how their relationship was kind of shaped in a way. But now at this point, the woman, maybe she is kind of realizing that there is more to life than just her career. Maybe she wants to actually start a family, but she's kind of afraid to talk about that with her boyfriend because she doesn't know how he is going to take that. But then at the same time, I was thinking maybe he's feeling the same way and he just is a little bit scared to share that with her as well. And she just doesn't know that. So I feel like they are kind of like at that point in their life where they just don't really know. Like they're kind of stuck. They have been very successful and they still are, but they just don't know if there should be more to life than just this, you know. And obviously they're still very young, but I feel like they're kind of at that turning point in their life where they're like a little bit unsure. Maybe they want to start a family, but they don't know how to talk about that, stuff like that. So that's kind of what I was thinking for the storyline for this family. I know it's very specific, but it's just something that came to my mind and something that I actually really enjoyed. And it could be actually fun to play out a storyline like that in The Sims. I think that could actually be a lot of fun. I feel like they should make some sort of scenario on that. I don't know. I feel like that would be a fun scenario. I don't really know how you would shape that though. Maybe you would like need to make a decision to start a family within like a couple of weeks or something. I don't really know. I don't really know how to shape a scenario like that. I don't work for The Sims, but I feel like something like this, like a storyline like this, would make a fun scenario. Or you can obviously just come up with a scenario yourself and play it out yourself. That's also fun. But yeah, I feel like the scenarios would be, I don't know, that would be a fun thing to add to the scenarios. I haven't actually ever played any of the scenarios because obviously I do not really ever play the game. I do have a legacy challenge here on my channel, but that is really the only time I ever actually do gameplay in live mode, if you will. For the rest, obviously I'm just a builder, but let me know, are you more of a gameplay type person or do you like building more? And if so, have you played any of the scenarios and do you like them? I have seen some videos on them and I feel like the scenarios sometimes just lack a little bit of, I don't know, challenge, I guess. I feel like sometimes they're just a little bit too easy, but then again, I haven't actually tried them myself, so I don't really know. I can't really say anything about it, but I'd like to hear your experiences with the scenarios. I don't know how we are talking about scenarios all of a sudden. It's really off topic, but yeah, in the meantime, you can kind of see the house come together. And I was really enjoying the overall color scheme in here. You can see that I use a lot of darker colors. I use a lot of grays and blacks throughout this whole house. And then I try to lighten it up a little bit with some lighter pinks and creamy tones and beigey tones. I really, really enjoy the light pink, like the pastel pink dining chairs. How do you say that? I don't know. My brain is just being a little bit funny. But I really like the light pink chairs by the dining table. I think they're so cute. I love the color. And at first I just tried that color just because I was messing around. I wasn't gonna keep that color. I was just kind of curious to see what it would look like. And then I actually really ended up liking it. So I kept it and I think it looks really cute. I think that that light pink pastel color really ties in with the rest of the house, like with the darker accents and stuff like that. And it really looks cute with the swatch of the rug in the living room as well. So yeah, even though this house is very neutral toned and kind of on the cool tone side, I did try to tie in a couple of colors here and there, and I really love this kitchen as well. I really love the shape of this kitchen with like the larger island, and it just feels very modern and kind of luxurious to me. Not too luxurious because this house, as you can see, it's not the biggest, but it's surprisingly spacious, is what I found when I was actually furnishing this house. Like, they have a solid like a large couch and like a solid sectional and like a large dining table and stuff like that. And I just didn't think that that was actually going to fit in this house, but it did end up fitting and it was actually really nice. So yeah, I had a lot more space to work with than I essentially thought I would. So that was really nice. And then this house does have 2 bathrooms. We have one full bathroom downstairs and then another full bathroom upstairs. And I think that this is the only one I actually recorded. And I like this one because, as you can see, I placed a toilet and then I put a little shelving or like a shelf on top, like over it. And I don't really know how realistic that would be. I feel like the shelf would need to be a little bit smaller, because right now it would be quite uncomfortable to actually sit on that toilet with that shelf poking in your back. So I feel like in real life it would need to be a little bit smaller than that. You get the idea, I think. Like, it looks kind of cute and modern and kind of built in. And the toilet is actually still functional too. I just play tested it. So yeah, the toilet is actually still functional, which is really, really nice. But then, yeah, like I already said, this house does have 2 bedrooms, which one of them I turned into the master bedroom, obviously, and then the other one I turned into a large office. But it actually does give you the space to start a family. Like, if you do decide to actually go with the storyline, or if you have another family, or if you don't want to use this house at all, like, I don't really know what you want to do, but I feel like I still wanted there to be an option for your Sims to start a family. So you could very easily turn the office into a second bedroom. You could have a desk in this bedroom. I feel like that would still fit. You could also rearrange the downstairs area a little bit and then just place a desk somewhere over there, or maybe just place a laptop on one of the island counters. I don't know. I feel like there is plenty of space to just shuffle things around in this house. The house, like I already explained a couple times, is quite spacious. In the sense that you have more space than you would probably think, judging by the exterior of the house. But yeah, you can see that I really continued with the lighter pink tones and like the lighter beigey wood tones in the bedroom. And then I combined it obviously again with some blacks and grays. And then the bedroom is not too cluttered because I feel like these people would be very organized. They would be very neat and really not chaotic at all. So I feel like they really like to have a neat, tidy house, not too much stuff around that doesn't need to be there, like that sort of thing. And then for the office is quite spacious. I placed 2 desks back to back. I feel like these people both work from home a lot, but they can also just work they can also just go to their offices and work over there. I feel like they are just kind of, I don't know, free to pick wherever they want to work. I feel like the woman, she is a lawyer, so I feel like she goes into the office quite a bit, but then she can also do some work from home. And then the more tech related, like the guy in the relationship, who does a more like techie job, if you will. I don't really know how to explain it. I feel like he works from home a lot more. He can go into the office, but he really doesn't always need to. So I feel like he works from home a lot more, but they are both kind of just flexible in that sense. So yeah, they both really need a nice space to actually be able to work from home. So yeah, I gave them this nice office. It's pretty spacious, but then again, not too cluttered. I gave them a nice bookcase in here, and I just decorated it a little bit with some plants and some knickknacks and a nice chair in the corner. And then we also have two small little balconies, one balcony off of the bedroom and then one balcony off of the office area as well, which is really nice. So that gave me a little bit of extra space for some skill building items. I'm not actually quite sure, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not actually quite sure what I placed on these balconies. I think I just went for some decorative like plants and chairs and stuff like that. But if you wanted to, you could obviously like add like an easel, something like that, or like some planter boxes, maybe even a yoga mat out there, like that would all fit. But I didn't actually utilize the space for skill building items like I thought I did. I did not do that for this house, but that's okay. And then they have a very, very small backyard. You can see that the backyard is very tiny, and I really like that for some reason. So I just gave them a tiny little dining table outside so they can have dinner outside if they wanted to. And then I really wanted to use the space for a nice seating area. So I gave them a larger outdoor sofa with a nice coffee table. And then I also placed an extra little lounge chair in the grass as well, so that your Sims can do some sunbathing or whatever they want to do. And you could obviously replace that with like a yoga mat or something skill building related. I feel like this backyard would be perfect for that. But yeah, overall, I'm really happy with how this house turned out. It's just very modern. It looks very recently built, which is exactly the vibe that I wanted to go for. So yeah, I really hope that you like it too. You can see that I just placed some extra landscaping and then just an extra lounge chair, and that is actually going to be it. So let's jump right into the game and I'll show you the house in real time. So here we have the modern little house in the game. I did put a little bit of landscaping around, not too much, but I did want there to be a little bit of greenery at least. So that's what I did. I also parked a couple of bikes outside, as you can see, because I did think that the Sims living here would be very healthy in the sense that they really like to go out for bike rides or go out for jogs, get fresh air, eat healthy, like that sort of thing. So I thought a couple of bikes would be fitting. They have a nice picnic bench out here as well. Since their backyard is so small, I thought it would be nice to just give them an extra opportunity to sit outside and relax. And then for the backyard, as you can see, you just saw it in the speed build, but they have a very small dining table and then a nice seating area. And then I also did not forget to place an outdoor bin. Then when we go up to the front porch, we have the front door over here, and then you kind of just walk straight into the kitchen. I love that this floor plan is very open and airy. In the ideal world, I would have liked a closed off entryway, but that was just going to be a little bit too cramped. And I kind of like that when you walk through the front door, you immediately have like this countertop where I figured you would like just place your keys or whatever you have, like maybe the mail from the mailbox or something like that. I felt like this counter piece right here would be very convenient for that. Then obviously we have the kitchen over here. I just really like how this kitchen turned out layout wise. It's very simple, but I just like how spacious it is and how modern and luxurious it feels. Then I also placed some bar stools and an extra laptop to kind of reflect that this is a nice little extra workspace if you needed that. Then we have a bookcase over here and the dining table over here by the windows. Like I also said in the speed build, I just really like the color of these chairs. I feel like it looks very cute, and I try to tie it in with, for example, this painting and this rug. I feel like it just goes together quite nicely. And then over here, as you can see, we have the living area. So we have a large sectional couch that is fully functional. And then we have the entertainment unit with a TV and a speaker over here. And then I also placed a fair share of plants throughout this house. I felt like these Sims would really enjoy that. Then over here we have the downstairs bathroom with the toilet and the little shelf over it, which I thought was really cute. We have a shower in here and a sink. So So it's very small, but it's definitely functional. And then when we go upstairs, we have this small little landing area with the office over here on this side. So we have the double desk situation, the double workspace, and then a nice bookcase and a chair in the corner and a nice sliding door that leads you onto this tiny little balcony. And then over here we have the master bedroom. So this one, once again, is very spacious and airy. I placed these large mirrors on the wall, which makes it feel even more open. So we have the bed with the nightstands and then a wardrobe over here. And then they also have a sliding door that leads them onto this little balcony on the side of the house. And then upstairs, we of course also have a bathroom. This one is a little bit bigger, so we have a shower as well as a tub in this one. And for the rest, it's just very basic, just your basic bathroom. But that is actually it for this house. So this couple's modern home is up on the gallery. I literally just uploaded it to the gallery. I built it in Evergreen Harbor on a very small 20 by 15 lot. And it comes in at just over 77,000 simoleons. So definitely a bit more on the expensive side for a house meant for 2 Sims at this point, but it makes sense for the storyline I came up with for these Sims. But that's actually it for this video. So I really hope that you enjoyed this build. You can obviously go ahead and download it off the gallery like I just showed you. My username on the gallery is Simmarysims. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram if you'd like. My username on there is Simmarysims as well. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, feel free to do so. And if you want to be notified of every single time I upload a video, just click that little bell icon and you should be fine. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!